Have you ever felt overwhelmed by expenses in the US? It's common to think, I'll be able to save money when things are less expensive. But guess what? Things probably won't get cheaper anytime soon. So how can we become savvier in these challenging times? In this video, we'll explore 7 practical ways to save money. Stick around till the end, because I've got an extra bonus tip that might surprise you. So let's dive right in. Before we dive into those money-saving tips, I want to acknowledge something. In times like these, every little bit counts. The US economy is experiencing significant shifts with inflation rates and rising costs. It's important to remember that while these numbers might seem daunting, every single one of you watching this video has the power to make a difference. Every decision you make regarding your finances can lead you closer to achieving your financial goals. Remember, it's not about the size of your paycheck, it's about the choices you make. Stay tuned because the steps I'll be sharing in this video will help you harness that power. Are you ready to embark on this journey towards financial empowerment? Let's do it. Alright, now that we're back, let's get started with our first tip. Track your spending. Imagine trying to manage your finances without knowing where your money is going. It's like driving without a GPS, all over the place. Tracking your spending allows you to see where your money is actually being spent. You can spot areas where you might be spending too much on things that are inessential, and then redirect that money towards your savings goals. You don't need to be a math genius or have a fancy degree to understand your spending patterns. Think of tracking your spending as getting organized. When you keep track of where your money goes, you gain control over your finances. It's the first step towards building a brighter financial future. But you might be wondering, why should I bother tracking my spending? Isn't it just too much work? Well, think of it this way. You don't track your spending, you're essentially letting your money slip through your fingers without any rhyme or reason. But with tracking, it's like having a financial GPS guiding you. You can spot unnecessary expenses, negotiate bills, and make smarter choices. It's empowering. And the best part is that it doesn't have to be complicated. There are some great apps out there that can do most of the heavy lifting for you. For instance, Mint can help you categorize your expenses and set budgets. Or if you prefer a hands-on approach, a good old spreadsheet can work wonders too. No matter which method you choose, the key is consistency. Make it a habit to check your spending regularly, so that you stay on top of your financial game. So grab your phone, open up that app or spreadsheet, and start exploring where your money's going. Who knows? You might be surprised at what you discover. Moving on to tip No. 2. Cut unnecessary subscriptions. We all love the convenience of having a subscription for everything, but here's the hard truth. Most of us have at least one subscription that we barely use. Streaming services, gym memberships, magazine subscriptions, they're all guilty. As a personal finance expert, I've seen firsthand how these seemingly small subscriptions can add up to hundreds of dollars a month. It's easy to sign up for these services when they offer free trials or low introductory prices. But then before you know it, you're paying for multiple services you hardly use. Here's a challenge for you. Take a close look at your bank statements and identify subscriptions that you don't use regularly. Perhaps you signed up for a language learning service with good intentions, but you haven't logged in for months. Or maybe you have a subscription to a music service, but you always find yourself listening to the same few songs. It's time to cut the cord. Not only will you save money, but you'll also have the satisfaction of decluttering your life and focusing on what truly matters. This might sound like a small step, but trust me, it can make a world of difference in your budget. Now let's move on to tip No. 3. Smart grocery shopping. Buying groceries doesn't have to break the bank. There are plenty of ways to save money at the grocery store without sacrificing quality. Let's start with planning. Before you head to the store, make a list based on the meals you want to cook during the week. This prevents you from making impulsive purchases. And if you're feeling adventurous, try meal prepping. By cooking in advance, you can avoid costly takeout meals. Another way to save is by becoming a savvy shopper. Check out weekly ads and plan your meals around what's on sale. Buy generic brands. They often have the same quality as name brands, but cost significantly less. And don't forget to use coupons. You can find digital coupons through grocery store apps or websites. If you have a large family or know someone who does, consider buying in bulk, but only buy non-perishable items. This can save you a lot of money in the long run. And finally, resist the temptation of shopping while hungry. We've all been there. You walk into the grocery store on an empty stomach, and suddenly everything looks like a delicious masterpiece. But trust me, shopping while hungry leads to impulsive purchases and unnecessary splurges. So have a snack before you go and stick to your list. This will prevent you from making those costly mistakes. Now let's move on to tip No. 4. Save on transportation. Transportation is one of the biggest expenses in our lives. From car payments to gas and insurance, it seems like there's no escape from these costs. But did you know that you have the power to control these expenses and put more money back in your pocket? Start by considering alternatives to car ownership. If you live in a city, explore options like public transportation, carpooling, or cycling. These methods can significantly reduce your transportation costs. If you absolutely need a car, shop around for insurance quotes. Just by switching providers, you can save hundreds of dollars annually. Additionally, think about fuel efficiency. Opt for vehicles with good gas mileage, and consider combining errands to reduce your overall fuel consumption. And if you're feeling adventurous, try carpooling with neighbors or colleagues. Not only will you save money, but you'll also be reducing your carbon footprint. So take charge of your transportation costs today. Make small changes that add up to big savings, and watch your wallet grow. Next up is tip No. 5. Housing hacks. Don't let housing costs get you down. Instead of throwing in the towel, consider these quick and easy hacks that could save you a bundle. If you're renting, think about negotiating your rent. It might sound intimidating, but many landlords are open to reasonable requests, especially if you've been a good tenant. Or if you're willing to relocate slightly outside the city center, you could slash your housing costs. Trust me, a 15-minute drive is a small price to pay for substantial savings. And if you're looking to buy a home, don't ignore the power of a fixed-rate mortgage. It may require a larger down payment, but the long-term benefits of stable monthly payments can be invaluable. Plus, with interest rates at their lowest point in years, it's a great time to lock in a favorable rate. Remember, your home is your biggest investment, so don't settle for anything less than the best deal possible. Okay, now it's time for tip No. 6. Automate savings. Saving money shouldn't be a chore. Automate the process and watch your savings grow effortlessly. Setting up automatic transfers from your checking account to your savings account can make a huge difference. By automating your savings, you ensure that money is consistently set aside for your future self. Start small. Even $25 a week can make a big impact, adding up to $1,300 a year. You'd be surprised at how quickly this can add up. And the best part is that you won't even miss the money since it's automatically transferred before you have a chance to spend it. But wait, there's more. If you're feeling ambitious, consider setting up multiple savings accounts with different purposes. For example, you could have a savings account for emergencies, another for vacation, and yet another for retirement. Having separate accounts with specific goals can keep you motivated and on track. So take the hassle out of saving and let technology work for you. With just a few clicks, you can set up an automatic system that ensures you save money without even thinking about it. Last but certainly not least, tip number 7, shop smarter. Shopping smarter doesn't mean depriving yourself of the things you enjoy. It's about making informed decisions that save you money without compromising on quality. Whether you're buying clothes, electronics, or anything in between, taking a few moments to compare prices can yield significant savings. Start by using coupons and waiting for sales. Many stores offer discounts throughout the year, so it's worth waiting for the right time to make your purchase. Also, don't shy away from buying secondhand. With the rise of online marketplaces, you can find gently used items at a fraction of the original price. And if you're a fan of online shopping, browser extensions like Honey or Capital One Shopping can help you find the best deals with just a click. Remember, every dollar you save is a dollar earned. So don't settle for the first price you see. Take your time, do your research, and find the best deals. And there you have it, 7 practical ways to save money in these challenging times. From tracking your spending to shopping smarter, each tip is designed to help you make the most of your financial resources. But remember, it's not about the size of your paycheck, it's about the choices you make. And every small step you take today can lead to significant savings in the future.